all the aspirants who are listening me in the Economica YouTube channel regularly as I started the current updates day to day newspaper economic issues raised by the Hindu paper and other newspaper. Today I will discuss how the India successfully manage its external situations or current account by increasing its export of goods. As you know, since America began to impose high tariff rate on India's export, we are suffering from the export deficiency. Different traders and companies come under the pressure, but government were realized prior this happening in our economy and they decided to diversify its export or destinations by searching new destinations so that we can beat this problem without any difficulty, and government of India successfully do this. As the latest statistics given on 14th of August regarding July performance of our trade account or goods export, that is very excellent, very performing, very pleasant export. If you go through the statistics, that you will see in July 2026, our goods export increased by 19.6%, actually roughly 20%, and it was round about $44.2 billion. How this high export growth rate is possible if you compare with import growth rate, that is only 17.5%. If we compare percentile growth rate of export 19.6, which is higher than import growth rate during July 2026, 17.5%. But if we compare the magnitude of export and import in terms of dollar, export was $44.2 billion, whereas import was $76.2 billion. It means in absolute term, our export again less than import, but percentile growth rate is definitely higher in case of export. Why it is possible? How it is possible? Think about that point. Again, I will discuss the component of service also, so that you can understand the total composition of current account. As you know, in our balance of payment, there are the two accounts, capital and current account. Current account deals in export and import of three things, that is goods or merchandise export and import. Number second, services, that is invisible export and import. Number third, transfer payment, that is grants, gifts, etc. under unforeseen condition give and take by the India to other countries. Now we are taking the first and I discuss about the goods export. How it is possible? By diversification of trade, means by searching the new destination and by increasing more export to our non-traditional trade partner. As you know, priorly our total trade round about 7.7% of total trade were concentrated with America. But since Donald Trump came in power, he began to restrict India's trade by different kinds of tools. It may be funds, it may be tariffs, by the name of different political issues, etc. But our Prime Minister successfully come out of all these kinds of pressure by searching new destinations, and our export also increasing these destinations like Singapore, China, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, Vietnam, Australia, Malaysia, Africa, Kenya, South Africa Custom Union. Tanzania export growth rate is very excellent, 130%. In China, our export growth rate was 65%, 2.2 billion dollar. That kinds of excellent performance begin to improve our current account deficit, and if you compare our service export, which also grow by 6.5% in comparison to 2024-25 financial year July. At that year, it was only $11.9 billion, but recently our export of service increased by $35.9 billion. Despite it, our trade account deficit increased by $15 billion during July 2026. This is the complete scenario which is very important for understanding, and you can say despite global uncertainty, specifically South Asia uncertainty, our economic performance on the ground of foreign trade is very excellent. As you can see, recently our foreign exchange reserve position also increased up to $712 billion. It is second largest during last 19 months, as in February 2027, February 2025, it was highest, that is $744 billion, and recently it reached up to $712 billion, which show the strength of India. As you can see, the growth rate of India performance highest in the world economy, means all macroeconomic fundamentals in our favor. These like of data, these like of analysis, you can see regularly. When I got a good topic, I will discuss with you on this YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, and if you are interested, you can join our online classes very low fee, so that you can get the exact picture of the Indian economy, and you can link with current updates all the students who are appearing in pre, mains, or etc. It may be UPSC, it may be other state civil services. They will definitely benefited and better off in economic area without any difficulty, because I will discuss here some traditional with current update. As you know, transfer payment means what the meaning of invisible export import, what the meaning of visible export import, current account deficit, balance of payment, capital account deficit, etc. You can easily understand here. Thank you, student, and wait for the new video on new current issues on Indian economy. Thank you.